Hey, good evening. Thank you for coming to the City of Cudahy for Public Services Track Workshop. Today is December 11th, and we'll start in another 5 more minutes. All right, good evening. My name is Roma Diego, and I'm the Community Preservation Manager. Thank you for attending the City of Cudahy Public Services Track Workshop. We have two Public Services reps that we presentation. And I have Pilar Mejia and Stephen Herring from Public Services.
Good evening. My name is Cudahy. I am the Republic Services Municipal Manager. I appreciate you guys coming out to talk trash. Also, as mentioned, Stephen Herring is our area manager. He's here for some, yeah, to answer any questions or add additional information that I might missed. Republic Services has been a long-time partner with the city of Cudahy since the 1990s. We do have a local office in Long Beach. We have about 125 experienced union drivers that provide consistent, reliable service to all the cities that we service. We are a fully integrated environmental solution company. We have recycling and organics facilities as a brand new plastic polymer center and sustainable vehicles. Republic Services ha sido un socio a largo plazo de la ciudad de Cudahy desde los 90. Tenemos una oficina local ubicada en la ciudad de Long Beach. Tenemos más o menos como 125 conductores sindicales experimentados que brindan servicios consistentes y confiables a todas las ciudades que proveen servicio. Nuestra compañía es de soluciones ambientes totalmente integradas. Tenemos instalaciones como de reciclaje, orgánicas y centros de polímeros plásticos y vertederos sustentables. Our local team, as we mentioned, Steven Herring, area manager, Jason Bond, our general manager, Aaron Schumer is an operation manager, myself, Pilar Mejia, as the municipal manager. We also have a team of sustainability advisors, Danae and Janelle, which they are the ones who go out in the city of Cudahy and assessing businesses and residents to ensure that we are source separating our trash and recyclables, the best manner we can do. Estos son el grupo local de la ciudad de nuestra división. Stephen Harry, Jason Bond, que es el general Beach, Aaron Schumer, es el de operaciones, yo, Pilar Mejía, y también tenemos un grupo de sustentability advisors que se encargan de hacer llevar a la ciudad negocios y residentes para asegurarse que la educación material a los residentes en la ciudad de Cudahy. Our programs are available to all residents of Cudahy. Our trash and recycling services will be weekly, and soon we're adding organic food services. Home items, we do a collection of the items every week, every Wednesday for all residents and multi-family. One thing we do ask, if you take your items, then it has to be anytime after 6 p.m. to avoid any, we also do container changes. If your container is missing a wheel, in lids, is damaged, ready graffiti, you can always call the 800-299-898 to schedule an exchange, and it's free of charge. Programas disponibles para los residentes de Cudahy son como servicios de basura y reciclaje, semanalmente. Pronto agregaremos servicios de compostaje y de alimentos orgánicos. Artículos voluminosos pueden ponernos afuera los miércoles, son para residentes y locaciones de propiedades familiares. Una cosa que sí pedimos es de que no saquen los artículos antes de las 6 de la tarde en martes, porque si no, también intercambio de contenedores. Si su contenedor está dañado, tienen graffiti, pueden llamarnos al 1-800-298 para programar un cambio de contenido gratis para los residentes. Bulk items guidelines. So why this is very important. Bulk pickups are provided weekly for all residents and multi-family properties in Cudahy. Bulk collection only occurs on Wednesday. The collections includes your monthly rate, so there's no additional charge if you put your items out for service. One thing we have to remind our residents is that the limit is 10 items per pickup. So if you have more than 10 items, more likely they will not be picked up, and it has to be just bulk items, meaning furniture, could be mattresses, tables, sofas, and not stores. We will not be picking up any hazardous materials or construction waste allowed. So if you have any buckets of paint, propane gas tanks, things like that, those items will not be picked up from repiling. For multi-family, very often we see tenants maybe moving out. They have a lot of items that need to get rid of. We recommend for managers to maybe call this and request a temporary container to get rid of all these items that would be accessible. For example, the picture on top, you see a bunch of items which is unacceptable. That person will benefit of a temporary container versus what we see on the bottom, which is the way it's set up. Everything is set up clean, and it's really 10 items. And like I said, it's very important that everything is set and accessible for the drivers to collect the day of service in that space. Pautas para artículos voluminosos. La colección de artículos voluminosos se realizará semanalmente para todas las propiedades residenciales y multifamiliares en Cudahy. La colección de artículos voluminosos solo se realizará los viernes. La colección de artículos voluminosos está incluida en sus tarifas mensuales, que quiere decir que no se le cobrará extra por poner sus artículos afuera los miércoles. No saque artículos antes de las 6 de la tarde los martes, porque antes podría resultar en artículos que se pueden recoger son como bases, mesas, cosas grandes, luego no se permite esos materiales peligrosos, por ejemplo, pintura o residuos de construcción. Para los propietarios y administradores de propiedades familiares, son responsables de las taxas o desocupaciones de los inquilinos y deben proporcionar un contenedor de basura y no depender de colección de los artículos valiosos. So, si tienen más de 10 artículos que tienen que tirar, por ejemplo, en la de arriba donde dice insertable, se beneficiarían de rentar un contenedor por oficina 800 y preguntar diferentes tipos de contenedores que tenemos y les van a poner el precio y lo pueden rentar. Overloaded containers. This is very important, especially for our businesses and multifamily who have metal bins. In order to guarantee your waste is hauled away and expected to avoid fines, containers must not be overloaded. What does that mean? The lids need to be completely closed, no trash on top of the lids on the floor. If the container is overloaded, drivers take pictures and they can eventually result in an additional fee. So it is very important that the truck is located, everything in size 12 with any additional fees. Contenedores sobrecargados. Para garantizar que sus residuos se recojan, se espera y evitar no se debe sobrecargar los contenedores. Es muy importante que toda la basura esté adentro del contenedor y nada de materiales esté arriba de las tapaderas o en el piso. Si el driver llega y ya está lleno, está sobrecargado, toma fotos y eventualmente se le pueden recurrir tarifas por recoger basura adicional. So effective January, well actually effective 2025, there will be new policies and fees in place. Republic Services in the City of Cudahy implemented a new policy fee structures related to incorrectly set out in overloaded dumpsters. Kind of like we mentioned in the previous slides, the importance of setting up just the 10 items, not putting them up before 6 p.m. the day before, not overloading that overloaded containers. Next year, there will be charges associated with containers, but part of doing that, we want to notify the customers. We want to make sure that residents and businesses are understanding what's happening and what's coming before any changes are implemented. So for every instances that the containers overloaded, the driver will be sustainability advisor will tag the containers with the oops tags. And I will let you know what's in the container, the incident. The first incident will be $25. The second incident will be $50 and $75 thereafter. So if you're arrested and you have one container and every week is overflowing, the driver will dump it, they will tag it, take a photo, and then eventually you'll get charged. One of the things that we're doing, especially for residential, because it was brought out to our attention, because you don't get a monthly value. As we get a report from a billing department of all the instances that are happening, we will be reaching out to the account holder. So if you have a house here and it was overloaded or you probably rented it, we'll call, let them know. The driver picked up your trash, it was overloaded, they could potentially be a charge, or we'll work with you, we'll waive it, but the second time, then the charge will apply. So you will be notified before the charges will be applied, especially for residential. Commercial is a little bit different. Commercial, if the container is overflowing because they do get a monthly bill, a picture will be taken, the container will be tagged, but the first instances will be $50. The second time will be $75, thereafter is $100. Now, if a commercial business or multifamily account that has a metal bin has over 3 overages within the 3-month period, then the Holler Republic, along with the city of Cudahy, can increase your service level to right-size the container customer. Also for commercial, we'll be notifying the customers. For the commercial, it's a bit different. If it's the first instance, you might not get a call, but if you get an invoice, you can always call and request for a copy of the photo. The second time, you will receive a call letting you know, trying to see maybe they can help to right-size your service by maybe adding an additional day or maybe increasing the size. In some instances, if you have illegal, if someone is illegally dumping trash in your container, maybe provide a log. So we'll definitely want to with our customers to make sure that before there's any charges implemented, we let you know so that you know what's happening. All this information will be submitted and sent in an insert in the invoices. And our intention to start this service will be January 2025. But again, we'll work with our customers that be with any overload instances. Nuevos procesos y tarifas. La razón de que hemos estado hablando de contenedores que están sobrepasados y artículos venenosos es porque empezando el año que viene, enero de 2025, Republic Services y la ciudad de Cudahy han implementado una nueva política y estructura de tarifas relacionadas con contenedores de basura sobrecargados y artículos venenosos colocados incorrectamente. Todos los casos reportados tendrán una advertencia antes de que se produzcan cargos. O sea, se le pondrá una etiqueta al contenedor diciendo que el contenedor estaba sobrecargado, pero también se va a recoger la basura, pero se proyecta que haya cargos adicionales en su fin. Por ejemplo, para casas residenciales, la primera ocurrencia será $25, el segundo $50 y el tercero y adelante 75. Una de las preocupaciones que nos dijeron la última vez que estuvimos aquí es cómo los residentes no agarran biles, cómo van a saber. Uno de los procesos que estamos haciendo para asegurarnos que entiendes a lo que va las tarifas que proyectan en su biles será llamar al cliente para enseñarles fotos y quizá un servicio, un contenedor extra para si es que tienen exceso de basura. Comerciales para negocios o multifamiliares que se matan. La primera provincia $50, la segunda 75 y la tercera y adelante $100. La diferencia de comerciales que ellos reciben mensualmente. La primera no se llamará, la segunda, la tercera. Un representante llamará a la cliente para saber los ocurridos de que los contenedores están sobrecargados para ofrecer más servicio, tener una pieza más grande, opcional, día extra para aliviar los que están sobrecargados. Si una compañía recibe más de 3 avisos en excedente de 3 meses, Public Services y la ciudad pueden aumentar el nivel de servicio para adaptar cuando cliente. Eso sería si ya no se puede cumplir con el cliente para hacer cambios en su servicio. Toda esta información será sometida, como dice, empezando enero de 2025. Thank you so much for attending our, and we are open to any questions. Just review.
Or
If he's not. You go. Yes.
Yeah, other questions was, we didn't touch the organic. Are we?
So the organics, the reason we're not speaking of organics yet, just yet, is because that is coming up next year and do a whole presentation of what goes where. So that is not part of the changes that are happening effective January, but that will be coming soon, the next few months, I would think.
And we have 3 pickups of weekends. And I constantly get fees. And I try to talk to the tenants. The signs of, lost breakdown, so. None of that happens, and then also the other day, I got some guy on the street just doing his stuff. Causing the overage. So. And we can work with you guys, but need to.
So for illegal dumping, I would recommend putting a lock device. You can always, and I can take your information, we can change the container with the lock device. It could be, I believe, a combination lock, you can provide that to your tenants or a key. And I know for it's a business or a multifamily. I know putting a lock sometimes is difficult for the tenants, and sometimes they'll send their kids to take out the trash, or they still leave the container open. One of the things that we can do to assist is do maybe an on-site training. We can come out and talk to your tenants, maybe in a weekend, set up and provide education. But it's gonna have to be a consistent thing, and kind of fill them, right? I'm not sure what is part of what you on your rental. I know in places they include that, but you don't wanna do that. To be more open and more visible for your tenants, call us, let us know, we'll come and talk to them, continue to educate our customers, especially now that you will be recycling and eventually organics. It's not only one container you have 3 different containers. So our goal is to ensure that we come out and how do we help you, what we can do to provide your tenants with that information. Those time, but it will take them.
Smaller platforms that are doing. Container for recycling. How's that gonna be handled?
So you actually have an option. The for commercial multi-families, you actually have an option of what kind of service you. So only your services will be catered to you. But with that being said, you do need to have the recycling and the eventually the organics. One thing that a lot of times, because we're so used to, especially when we live in an apartment, it's just one container, tenants don't really think about sorting things. But I can tell you right now, kids that live in our home, they will educate about recycling, so and again, if you starting the conversation. If people do what they're supposed to do as far as recycling, what we dispose of every day from our household is literally 70 to 80% recycling. So if everyone in your apartment building, that's what they're supposed to, you will not even need 3 times the way you pick up. You can always decrease as long as everyone is sorting their trash. And that's where we come. You can call us, we can help you train, we can provide educational materials to your tenants, answer any questions to help you with the overflow and making sure that we right size your service that meets your needs. And you don't feel like, oh my God, I'm getting another charge. My charges continue to go. So that's the way that we can offer you assistance. And like I said, for multi-family, sometimes a little bit harder. because it's changing not only one person's behavior, but it's every. Yeah, but it can change. I mean, if you can change, if you can even be open with your tenants and say, hey, this is how it affects. Because if your increases somehow somewhere, then we pass it down, I'm not sure. But it's changing, and unfortunately, this changes is not going anywhere, but like I said, we can talk. You might have a number, definitely help and in putting something in place.
Just to add. There's gonna be plenty of film. As we get the piece done to integrate organics. And the most common setup is gonna be adding a part, recycling and organics. Organics specifically, and even in your setup, a part will most likely be fine to capture the food. So there's gonna be pretty much a good flexibility, and as Pilar said, once that gets added. If it's being utilized, even on just the recycling side, if you're pulling cardboard out of your trash can, probably be able to reduce the service size or either the size or the frequency.
Traded in smaller, zero what's been.
Yeah, so you'll have a 3 yard and then most likely. We have to work through all the details of this, that's why we're not presenting on it, it's still in process. But the new containers will be added. And then there would also be a period of time where our staff would be meeting. And we would consider multifamily and trying to find the solution that works best. Like if we're adding a recycled part and organics, the conversation would be had, do you have a 2 yard container going 3 times a week? Or do you want to keep that 3 yard and go down to 2 times a week? So there's plenty of options that we can work through. And it's not gonna be a one size fits all thing, and there will be some learning curve to it. But it's something that's being rolled out across the state and everybody's kind of in this.
Just to go back on your concerns. To the somebody needing to your container, we have our code enforcement officers out there actively checking the area as well. We're also working closely with Republic to make sure that these containers, once they get serviced, they're not out there for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a question,
Please raise your hand if you have any questions on Zoom. I think that's enough.
all right, so this will conclude our trash worksheet. Thank you guys for attending, thank, and everyone agree.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, have a-
Thank you.